Hello everyone, it's Lisa. I was asked by Kristen, one of the design team members from the Stamps of Life, to host one of the weekly challenges in the Stamps of Life Facebook fan group. I was more than happy to accept the challenge, and the theme for my challenge is flowers. I created several cards using the flowers theme, and I will be recording the process videos of how I made each card. So be sure to check out all 6 of my videos at my YouTube channel and on my blog at lisamearscarddesigns.com. Okay, for this next card, I decided to do a pop-up card, and this is the die set that I'm using, which is the Framelits 661845 by the Stamps of Life. And this die set, actually, it comes with the base, and it comes with all these dies for the flowers and the stems and the leaves. So, you really, if you want to just do flowers, you can just, use this die set and nothing else. But of course, if you wanted to change it up, you can incorporate some other things into it, which I did do, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So for the actual base of this, this card, this is the die set that I'm using. This came in the kit, and it looks like this, and you have to cut 2 of them. And then you have this part, which you can put some washi tape on here to keep it together when I die cut it. But you have to put these pieces together. And again, like I said, I put some washi tape on there before I ran it through my die cut machine, just so that I knew that it would stay. And then it runs it through. But anyway, this is like a scalloped border, and that's where you see this. And they have different types of borders that come with it, which I don't have them here in front of me, but there are other kinds that you can use. That's why it's not connected on the die, so you can change those out. So you would need to cut 2 of these out, which I have here, and I've cut these out of the Sky solid cardstock by the Stamps of Life. Also, within the die set, you have these panels. You can either do a straight or a curved, which I chose to do the curved cutouts, and those are the layers for your panels, and that's where I came up with these pieces that I will adhere to the card. And then also in the die set, you have this piece, and this is the piece that goes in the middle. So you have the middle pieces where these flowers are hooked to, and you would need, 1 or maybe 2 of these, depending on how many pop-ups you want to have in your card. And I cut these all out of the same color so that they're matching. You can choose to change it up if you want. You'll also need to use these, this particular die set, which would go on the shorter panel. So we had the longer one for the longer panel, and then the shorter one for the shorter panel. And then it also has the stems and the leaves that you can cut out. So I did, cut out a bunch of these leaves. I cut out some of these stems for the flowers. And then of course I did cut out some of the flowers in various colors, and I'm gonna adhere all these together. This paper that I used, let me look at my notes real quick. This is the Oh Joy paper for the petite paper pad from the Stamps of Life. So that's where these came in. And I'm also bringing in on this, I don't know if you can see this, it's crunched in here. I'm bringing in the Framelits Flip It 660714, and I'm only bringing this in for these leaves. So if I wanted to change up and put some different leaves in there on the flowers and some different stems, that's what's in this kit, as well as this base for the flowers. I have these large pieces here, this one's stuck together, that I cut out with this large die. So I'm incorporating some of the bigger ones as well. And I'm also incorporating these Thinlits. I have the 661577 and the 661578. And I'm using these small circles, the dream, the laugh, as well as the love. and I already cut these out. And what I did is I put double-sided adhesive on the back of the cardstock because it's such an intricate die and it would be hard to get adhesive on this. So I put it on there before I ran it through the die cut so I could just peel it off and stick it down. So in this particular die, you see it has the smaller, this one is Laugh, which is this one. So here I used the lemonade cardstock from the Stamps of Life. I cut that out, and then I also cut out a white circle, which that's also included, so that I can adhere those down so it has a little bit of a background. So hopefully this will look nice. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere all of this stuff. So now I'm going to take the card bases, the actual box bases, and I just crease them at the score lines, and I need to put both of these together. So these are going to be connected like this. So I want to make sure that I put some double-sided adhesive on the front side of this line. And you want to make sure you have strong adhesive so that this stays put. And then you're going to do the same thing for this one. Put the double-sided adhesive on the front side of that. And go ahead and adhere that. And then these panels, they just come down. Like this. And then you could take your inside panels and again, fold at the score lines, and those set in just like so. So we'll put the adhesive again on the front side. And you just want to space them out. And then press them down once you have them in place. And then I'm going to do the same with the other one. And I'm going to put it in right next to it. So again, the adhesive. Tear that off. And press that down. Okay, just like that. And then you can start decorating it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these panels. Okay, so for these larger flowers, I went ahead and took these stems and I put some of this 1/8 inch score tape at the bottom, and I'm putting a little bit at the top as well. And I'm going to peel off the top score tape and adhere that to the back of the flower. this part that I peel off, it'll go stick to the front just like that. So those are ready to go. Now I need to get these other little flowers. And I need to put some stems. But we also have to put some leaves on them. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to get 8 stems. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I need to adhere those. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back. All my flowers are assembled, and I'm ready to go ahead and put them in my box. I've glued all the stems on, and now I'm just going to peel off that double-sided adhesive and stick it to the inside panels of the box card. Okay, so I went ahead and thought that maybe it needed a little bit of grass. So I took my grass die cut from the Framelit Step Up 661833. It's the grass die cut, and I cut that out. The kiwi paper matches the stems, and I did put some double-sided adhesive on the bottom of the die cut. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of grass in here because I just think that might add a little bit to the card.